This go around, be looking at Spiritbox Blessed Be. Now, I've listened to one thing from Spiritbox, and it was just the lead singer herself in a vocal booth, and just I was astounded. So, we're going to start diving into Spiritbox. Yes, I'm going to be putting more time and effort into this channel. Um, and I've said that before, but I've got everything worked out to where I can look at multiple things. Thank God. Um, so, yeah. That being said, let's get into this, shall we? All right, already I'm going to take and say this. Like, it's very. I love the guitar with those drums, like that signature of the drums right there. It sounds similar to some other stuff that I've heard because it's very quickly, easily, and recognizable enough type signature to start just bobbing along with, which is all. It's kind of nice because before you even hear anything, even if it's your first listen, you can already be doing a little bit of the okay. Same thing with the guitar sounds very much like as a
I feel it fade from the inside. I open up to adore you, but everything was just a crutch to preserve a life. Serotonin like a loaded gun. I am a coward. You pull me out into a place where there's nothing that's left for me but insecurity. And if I lose myself, there's something I could survive in these chemicals for you. I'm only full of love. Just out of reach, I could survive in these chemicals only for you.
okay. So I'm gonna say this right here. Number one, the dichotomy between her and the dude that's on screen. She's got a very classic, like '70s TV mom type uh, aesthetic going on with the way she's dressed. Home dude looks like he just stepped out of the Amish village, basically. Um, I was trying to take and say before I just shut up so I could hear her sing for the first verse is the fact that not so much I said drums. I meant the guitar, the timing of the guitar and the way that the guitar was coming through. That's what it sounds like. Very much similar to a lot of other stuff that you've heard that you can hear on the radio. So it gives it a nice little bit of familiarity. Now, as I say that, her voice vocally, she's got a very beautiful. She's got a pretty. It's strong, but it's got a bit of a breathy tone to it. But it's also very like I don't know how to explain it. It's unique. I'm digging it. Now I'll say this as well. I'll be honest with you. Like I don't listen to a lot of rock radio anymore, only because everything that I hear on rock radio that is new, for the most part, at least where I live at, is a lot of the stuff that I grew up listening to in the '90s and early 2000s and the mid 2000s. Like, and all of the new stuff is by those same bands. Like, you don't not really like rock has had like you went from the hair metal to grunge and you had the alternative rock scene and everything like that, and then you got into a little bit more of you know you got all these different subgenres and stuff like that, black metal, death metal, stuff like that. But as far as like what most of mainstream people are going to listen to, what most folks that listen to rock are going to listen to is going to be somewhere along the lines of this or Breaking Benjamin and stuff like that. And this very much could fit in with like mid 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s rock, in my opinion. And that's not a bad thing whatsoever. But I think one of the reasons why rock is in the place that it's in, because it's nowhere near as big as it used to be at all. Like it might be outside of hip hop and country music, like it falls behind like even pop radio, which is not good because in the 2000s and the up to about the mid 2000s and from the 80s, the emergence of new metal and you know grunge and these different genres of metal or of rock that come along, even the butt rock bands or the bands that are considered butt rock and stuff, like it's all not a whole lot of permeation that's happened to take and move things forward or take and give any kind of new sounds. And I'm enjoying this, but like I said, this would fit very well in the mid 2000s on rock radio. And again, that's not a bad thing because that's quality rock. So if you make quality rock, you're going to be listened to. I like it.
I say my blessings are for you. You say blessed be the fool who looks at the ice just to lessen in frequency. It's just a flash to ignore you. To return it
Beautiful voice, man.
loaded good. I am a coward. You pull me up into a place where there's nothing that's left for me but insecurity. And if I lose myself, blessed be, I could survive in these chemicals for you. A lonely fool of love, just out of reach. I could survive in these chemicals for you. When soon to die in catacombs of restless bones, consumed alive. This is my home. I'm waiting here for you. I see these blessings are for you. I see these blessings are for you. I see these blessings are for you. If I lose myself, blessed be, I could
That
survive
switch
in
is
these
insane.
chemicals for you. A lonely fool of love, just out of reach. I could survive in these chemicals for you. When soon to die in catacombs of restless bones, consumed alive. This is my home. I'm waiting here for you.
Until she started with her very much gives me a early 2000s and mid 2000s like heavy rock vibe that you would take and hear on rock radio when rock was like fighting in the airwaves on radio with the rest of the genres, even on the Billboard Top 200. Um, and then she went in like that, and it's like, bruh, bruh. I'm gonna be honest with you, for the song itself and the lead up to that, that was kind of startling. I enjoy the song. I think, in my opinion, that last bit where that was, I don't know, that was they could have added a different bridge or something like that into regular singing. It would have been just as good. It just was kind of startling to take and hear that out of nowhere because the juxtaposition kind of was mismatched in my opinion. It just felt like that to me. That said, it's a nice display of a vocal talent. Um, so I like the song a lot. I want to take a look at more of their stuff. This sounded very much like something that's in mid 2000, early to mid 2000s. For me, they sound different than other bands, which is good. Other than the opening number there, the opening timing there with the guitars and the way they sounded, because it sounded very like I'd heard, at least if I haven't heard I I haven't heard the song before, but the actual opening with the guitars, the way the guitars opened the song before she started coming in and singing, it sounded like something that I've heard other bands take and do the same signature, sound signature and stuff like it. Just sounded very similar to that. That said, the song itself really good. I dig it, man. Sonically, lyrically, and everything. I really dig. I dig the song. So again, it was kind of a different. It's kind of a juxtaposition between the airy way that she's got. I say airy. She's got a strong voice. There's a bit of breathiness to it, but it's like on solid footing. If you understand, if you know what I'm talking about. Like it's got layers. Her song, her vocals are very. It's layered. Like it's got how I want to take and put this. Got some complexity to it, which is cool. This there's no flatness or anything like that, and she doesn't sound. There's no like overproduction on the vocals. There's a complexity to her vocals itself, um, and it serves really nice. She's got a beautiful voice, and really sonically, just the song is like I said, I like it. That being said, we are going to be digging into more Spirit Box going forward. I hope you all enjoyed this. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.